Welcome back to Fall Day 22 of the Stardew Valley Min-Max and 100% Perfection Guide. Last time we completed the huge milestone of the Community Center and can now access some of the more post-game content. We'll go ahead and quickly complete the Wizard's quest today, where we will find his magic ink and we'll unlock the shop station at his tower, where we can get various magical buildings for our farm. This quest is pretty quick if you know where to go and what to bring, so you'll be able to see the easiest and quickest way to complete this quest today. We'll also spend some time at the casino, mainly so we can get the rarecrow. Collecting all of the rarecrows is not needed for the 100% perfection, but I think it's a fun extra challenge, and if we do collect all 8, we will unlock the deluxe scarecrow, which has twice the radius of a normal scarecrow, so that could come in handy. If you did notice earlier, today is a super luck day, and luck does indeed have a big role in the casino, more specifically the slots game, which is what we'll be playing to try to earn enough key coins to buy the rarecrow. And the super luck is definitely reflected today, as we are going to have some of the most insane luck I have ever seen at the casino. So look forward to that right after we finish up here on the farm. I have done all of the usual chores now. I'm just grabbing any more items I think will be needed, and then we'll head up by the tree farm and carpenter's shop. We have gotten most upgrades and buildings from the carpenter's shop now, but we still do not have any fish ponds, and we will need them in order to get roe for aged roe and sturgeon roe, in specific for caviar. This is mainly just for the shipping everything completion part of perfection, but also because caviar is an option for the missing bundle. We've now arrived up by the tree farm, and as you can see, we're greeted by a cutscene with the wizard. This is actually the beginning of the wizard questline to get his missing ink, and this cutscene can be triggered at any time when entering the railroad area after completing the community center. Basically, the wizard left his ink at his ex-wife's, the witch's hut, and we need to retrieve it for him. We cannot get past this barrier until we get a Dark Talisman, which is the name of the quest we are now given from the wizard. We are told to talk to Krobus, which we will be doing shortly. In order to maximize our time, of course, while we're here, we'll tend to our tree farm, chop some trees, and then head over to the carpenter's shop now. As I mentioned, we're here for the fish pond, and I did bring the materials, but we don't have any money. Thankfully, we have our quests that we can just easily get some disposable money from and go ahead and build the fish pond. However, I am a bit indecisive on where I want to put it right now. I want to start actually organizing the farm, making it look good, so I will choose to move some of our buildings around. For example, the barn and the coop, we don't really need too close to the house. I'd rather move the greenhouse closer to the house, since we'll be going in and out of it a bit more often than the barn and the coop. The barn and the coop, we'll have the animals roam outside most of the time, so I'll be able to pet them outside rather than go inside, and just occasionally go inside to pick up their items that they provide us, since we do have the auto collector in there. And of course, we won't be petting them every day. We do have the auto petter just in case, and to give them a little bit extra friendship. After moving everything, we can go ahead and place our fish pond now. As you can see, that greenhouse, I didn't get exactly where I wanted it. I wanted it one tile higher, but my dog and animals kept getting in the way, so that's alright. We'll come back here eventually and move it. But for the fish pond, we really don't need to access these too often, so I'm going to go ahead and put it way out of the way. We can place it down here, and we may or may not keep them down here. We'll see when we get to reorganizing the whole farm. That'll be sometime in winter, because of course we have our pumpkins growing right now. But come winter, we're just going to have some fields of winter seeds, but definitely not the whole 960 that we've been doing. So winter is always the best month to reorganize your farm if you wish to, and go for whatever setup you're going for. After building the fish pond, we'll go ahead and give out some gifts. we do have a decent supply of strawberries now, so I think it's worth it to give the better quality gifts to Mario and Demetrius. And of course, we still can't get into Sebastian's room. It's going to be a bit more difficult to get up to 8 or 10 hearts with him, but we'll keep working towards that, especially with his birthday coming up in winter, it'll help. And then after giving out the gifts, after heading out of the carpenter shop, we go to the main town, and as you can see, we have the community center completion cutscene, which is triggered when you enter the town after completing the community center, of course. And there are some pretty nice details in this first part of the cutscene with like Gus in the kitchen, Robin and Emily in the crafts room, Willie's by his fish tank, Demetrius is in the office-like area, and Clint's heading over to the boiler room. It's just these small details in the game that often go overlooked, and it's nice to appreciate all the details and stuff put into this game because there sure is a crazy amount of attention to detail. And I didn't even notice, but Gunther's here and by the bookshelf, so there you go, even more detail for you there. And after we get the trophy from Mayor Lewis, Morris comes in from Joja, and he's not happy about the community center. Pierre comes to rub it in his face, and you get two options. Whichever one you choose, there is no benefit or penalty to friendship with anybody anyway, so go ahead and pick whichever one you want to. And I picked the one that prompts them to fight because I think it's more fun and funny, and George definitely agrees with me. I think one of the funniest things in this game is just George. But anyways, after a really intense battle between them, Pierre is going to go ahead and send him flying and make a hole in the roof that of the place I just fixed in entirety, but whatever. We're going to go ahead and just ignore that and be on our way. And before we head to the sewers, we'll check out the special orders board. I don't really care for the Geo Crusher from Clint, so I'm going to go ahead and pick Robin's, especially because we'll easily get 1,000 wood by tending to our tree farm and the trees around the valley. Anyways, we've arrived at the sewer where we can continue the Dark Talisman quest by talking to Krobus. He opens the door to the mutant bugler for us, so we go ahead and enter. And there really isn't too much of a challenge here. You just kind of swing your sword at some bugs. If you don't do it quick enough, they will go invulnerable and then turn into the flying bugs, similar to the ones in the first 30 floors of the regular mines. But anyways, that chest up there has the Dark Talisman. I'm just finishing getting some fiber from these fiber nodes, and this place in fact used to be the best source of fiber before they added the fiber seeds in the 1.5 update. But anyways, in order to get out of here as quick as possible, we'll go ahead and use our warp totem to the desert and head up to the casino. So we will have to buy some key coins here to get ourselves started out. So I'm just going to start off with the 100. Start by betting 10, which you'll shortly see is not a good idea. I definitely recommend starting off by buying multiples of 100, probably up to 1,000, which would only take 10,000 G, which isn't that much. But as you can see here, we aren't really getting anywhere very quickly, especially with just betting 10. So after a while, if we kept going on like this, we would be making a profit. All of the games here at the casino do favor the players slightly, and this is further increased by the super luck that we have. And if we used any food luck, it would also help, but we just have the +1 from the spicy eel. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and turn in some of our quest money and stock up on as many key coins as possible, because eventually we will be making a profit, sort of like the spinning wheel game at the Stardew Valley Fair, although here at the casino it just takes way longer. And you'll mostly be getting things like the cherries, which only double or triple the reward, and the parsnips do come up pretty often as well. But anything past the milks, I do not believe I have seen very frequently. I think once I have gotten the 3 melons, but anything else, it's just been the cherries, parsnips, and the 3 milks. But we do get the cherries often enough where we are making a profit. As you see, we're up to 3,000 key coins already, and look at that, we got the 3 milks, so that's 30 times the bet, which is 3,000 key coins. And we continue on, we're still getting a decent amount of key coins built up here. And look at this, another 3 milks, so that's already 9,700 key coins. And I think I forgot the prices, so I do check, and we do need 10,000 key coins for the rarecrow at the shop, which is pretty much the only thing we want. Everything else is either stuff we can craft on our own or decoration items. We just need a small amount more in order to get enough key coins. I do think that the calico spin right here is the quickest way to do it. There is like a blackjack sort of card game table, but those kind of take a little bit longer. Here you could just kind of AFK click if you really wanted to on the bet 100. But after a while, we have 15,000 key coins. We're still getting some cherries, which is very nice. And let's see what's next. Star drop, and star drop? What? So in all of my time playing Stardew Valley, I have never ever seen this reward actually happen. And the crazy part is I spent less than 30 minutes just tapping the bet 100 button over and over again. And trust me, when I saw this, I was amazed. And even looking back on it now, I'm amazed. I do not know the exact chances for all of the outcomes, but after looking around the internet a bit, it seems like the star drops are about a 0.006% chance. So yeah, that's pretty insane luck right there. Let me know in the comments if you know any more about the chance breakdowns, or if not, just let me know what's the luckiest you have gotten in the Stardew Valley casino. But anyways, after that excitement, we head back to the farm, and we did pick up that rarecrow for 10,000 key coins, and that's just a small fraction of the 250,000 that we did get from the reward, since it was a 100 key coin bet multiplied by 2,500 from the triple star drop reward. Unfortunately, most of the other things to spend the key coins on are just decoration items, but if you did notice, we can buy a warp totem farm for 500 key coins from the exchange at the casino. So if we wanted, we could buy 500 warp totem farms, or in other words, we basically have as many warp totem farms now as we want. But anyways, to sum up the strategy at the casino, if you're looking to get a bunch of key coins, make sure you have the highest luck possible. So that means going on a super luck day, and if you have the luck charm, that also helps, and eating luck buff food. I think a magic rock candy for +5 luck is a bit overkill, but since time does not pass in the slot machines, you could make best use out of it by using it there, and then going to the Skull Cavern to utilize the rest of that buff. And of course, I think a lucky lunch with +3 luck would be perfectly suitable as well, and hey, I was able to get the best reward with just +1 luck from the spicy eel. Basically, it just takes a lot of real life time to stock up on a bunch of key coins, and the most important thing is start off by betting 100 key coins, not 10, as by getting 10 times the reward, it also means you are gaining key coins 10 times faster. So anyways, that's my sort of take on strategy at the casino, and even after all that said, the casino isn't all that important, as the best thing you get there is the rarecrow, and I don't think the rarecrows are even needed for 100% perfection. It would be nice if one of the items you could buy from the shop at the casino was a star drop. I think it would be a pretty suitable place for a star drop. And even the Statue of Endless Fortune, which you can buy there for 1 million G, I think that would be better suited to buy with key coins, since you do buy it at the casino. But anyways, after the casino, we did head back to the farm and then made a loop around the southern forest, chopping all the trees, tending to the secret woods. We still aren't foraging level 10, which is surprising. Hopefully we'll get there soon. But we do come back up to the north woods here after getting that Dark Talisman, and we can now open the way up to the witch's hut where we will find the wizard's ink. Now, we did bring a void mayonnaise along with us, which is very important to do. You don't want to come here, talk to this guy, and then have to come back to give him a void mayonnaise. So we did know that beforehand, of course. Of course, if this is your first time playing through, you would have no idea that a void mayonnaise is what you use to get past this guy. But we go ahead and do so. We get the wizard's ink, and before heading through the red teleporter to get to his tower, we check out these shrines. They really won't be of any use for us. The one that may be the most useful is if we wanted monsters to spawn on our farm for extra loot, but I don't really find that to be too useful. And after arriving at the wizard's tower, we get the cutscene where we give him back the magic ink, and it unlocks us this station right here, which is sort of similar to Robin at the carpenter's shop, where we can get buildings for our farm. And these include the obelisks, which are kind of like the totems where we can teleport just by interacting with them. And we could also get a Junimo hut, which we'll probably utilize come year 2 so that we can have them harvest our crops for us. And then there's the gold clock, which prevents debris from appearing on our farm and keeps fences from decaying. And it's definitely not the most useful thing considering the cost of 10 million G, the most expensive item in the game. But we do need to purchase the gold clock to achieve 100% perfection, so we will do that eventually. We'll have plenty of starfruit wine to sell for it, and we should be all good there. After leaving the wizard's tower, we chop some more trees down by it, and then head back up to the farm where we organize our stuff. And now we'll start gathering some hay. And we actually haven't interacted with Grandpa's shrine yet, which is right here. So we'll go ahead and read that note, which says, "Come back at the dawn of the 3rd year." And I think by that time, we'll have done way more than Grandpa would have ever expected. We'll definitely have 100% perfection by then, because it's that last day of winter when we can get that last recipe to cook. After collecting a bunch of hay, we're going to cycle our kegs with some hops. And since we did move our greenhouse, we do have to remove this mini shipping bin. Eventually I'm going to move that greenhouse one tile up since there is one tile behind it, so hopefully I remember to do that. And then I do a little bit of organizing here before we head out. And we're heading to the town where we're greeted by Abigail's 6-heart cutscene, which can be activated between 9 p.m. and midnight on a day where it's not raining. We will be met with a dialogue option that does have some impact on friendship with Abigail. She asks if we have ever used a sword, and if we say yes, it's exciting, or yes, but only self-defense, we get 10 friendship points. If we say yes, but it's dangerous, you should stay safe, we lose 100 friendship points with Abigail, so don't choose that one. And if we just say no, there is no effect on friendship. After that, we notice Pierre come out from behind the tree, so I guess he was here this whole time. That's just a little bit creepy, Pierre, but whatever. We'll get out of here with Abigail, and she's taking us to who knows where. Maybe the sewer? Sounds like just behind a bush, maybe? But anyways, the whole reason we came out here to the town is to find Mayor Lewis, because we had a Slay Monsters quest from the bulletin board that we did complete, so we have to talk to him, but it looks like it's locked. Maybe, just maybe, he'll be in the saloon, although I know he won't be on this day. I still go in anyway, and we're met with a cutscene. This cutscene can be triggered whenever the saloon is open, and you have 4 hearts of friendship with Gus and 2 hearts of friendship or more with Pam. It turns out Pam has been skipping out on her tab, and if we tell her you need to pay it right now, we will lose 50 points of friendship with Gus, and if we say the saloon isn't doing well financially, we will get 15 points of friendship with Gus. As I already knew, Mayor Lewis is not in the saloon, so unfortunately, we won't be able to complete the quest. That is no big deal though, and we're now getting towards the end of this day and video. We'll be spending the rest of the night back at the farm, and actually inside the house. A while back we did buy the catalog from Pierre's, so we do have access to all of the wallpapers and floors, so why not spend a little bit of time decorating the house? Anyways, today was a pretty insane day. Of course, that luck in the casino was super insane, with getting the 3 star drop reward in the slot machine for 250,000 key coins. Not only that, but we were able to complete the entire Wizard's Quest and unlock the magic ink, and of course continue gift giving and resource gathering. I know this video and the last video were just one day each, but I felt there was a lot to cover and a lot of exciting things happening, and I'd much rather take my time with these days and videos to cover as much as I can in them. I do have the recaps, which get more straight to the point, and pretty soon I'll be making the fall recap video. The recaps do take me quite a bit of time, so there is a chance I may have to post just 1 video a week, and pretty soon we are going to get up to the point that I don't have any more gameplay footage, which is near winter day 20. Of course, I will be continuing the playthrough, but each day in-game does take a very, very long time to plan out and play through, and often many restarts. I should be able to make at least 1 video a week come that time though. I'm not 100% sure how it will all play out, but we'll see when the time comes. For now, I'll focus on the end of fall, and if you are looking forward to the rest of fall, as well as the recap, I do recommend subscribing so you can be sure to see the videos when they come out. I also encourage you to leave a comment. If you're not sure what to say, comment about your experience with the Stardew Casino, or just let me know what your luckiest reward from the slot game was. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye.